Hey guys, today I'm going to show you why you need an EQ pedal. I just got the MXR 10 band EQ pedal. An EQ pedal is one of the most versatile pedals and really helps you to sculpt your tone and can be used in a large variety of ways. So today I'll be showing you 7 different ways that you can use an EQ pedal. Let's get started. The first way you can use it is as a general EQ to sweeten or sculpt your tone. I'm going to be testing this out with my JCM 800 Marshall amp because I love the amp, but I find that the EQ is not as customizable as some other amps. It tends to be a little bassy and maybe it could use some more highs. So let's hear it first on its own, and then I'll stomp on the EQ pedal and we'll hear the difference. The second way you can use it is as a corrective EQ to remove unwanted frequencies. I'm going to test this out with a Vox AC30 with a treble booster. I love this setup, but it is inherently noisy because of the high gain. So we are going to try to find and remove some of that hiss and hum that is generated with this. The third way you can use an EQ pedal is to EQ for separation. You can separate yourself sonically from things like keyboard or bass guitar. Think in a live setting, if you want to separate from the bass guitar, I would lower the lows and find yourself something in the upper mids where the guitar really sings. Usually this is around 1 to 2K and gives you some nice separation. Number 4 is to EQ your rig for a separate guitar. Let's say you're playing a show and you use a Strat for 90% of the songs, but there's a few songs where you use a Les Paul, for example. You can set the EQ pedal so that when you switch to the Les Paul, the EQ matches more of what you had with the Strat. And these changes might be pretty subtle compared to some of the other changes we've looked at. Number 5 is to EQ for your solos. You generally have the sound of the amp alone, but when you go to solo, you want to cut through the mix more. You can stomp it on for a solo, and you can also use it as a boost in this situation as well, as you can raise the volume or raise the gain. And for something like this, you're going to want to raise more of the highs or the upper mids. Number 6 is to use it as a simple clean boost for solos and for leads. So you don't need to stomp on an overdrive or a distortion pedal for this. You can simply raise the gain on this. You don't even have to touch the EQ settings. It can be its own boost pedal if you wanted to. But I personally probably would adjust the EQ a little bit just so it stands out more. So this is kind of a hybrid clean boost and also just a sweetening the tone situation. And lastly, you can use it as a reverse boost. So this is actually the reason why I bought this pedal. You can keep your volume or your gain knob or fader lower than 0. I use this because I use a Vox AC30 and I use the amp gain a lot live. So there's no real headroom if I stomp on like an EP booster. Having this on at a lower volume allows me to stomp it off for solos. And then I still keep my same tone that I want, but it's going to be louder. It doesn't come with the extra noise of, say, a boost pedal. So those are the different ways you can use an EQ pedal, guys. If you use it for some other reason, please let me know. Let me know what you want me to do in upcoming videos. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.